Hey there, bargain hunters and tech enthusiasts. Are you ready to save some cash and maybe geek out a little about the future of online shopping?
Oh, absolutely. Today's deep dive is going to be a wild ride through a court case against Google that could totally revolutionize how we buy, well, pretty much everything.
For those who haven't heard, the courts recently dropped the hammer on Google for some serious antitrust violations, basically saying they've been playing dirty to stay on top of the search game.
It's not just about Google, though. This ruling could unleash a tidal wave of change across all of e-commerce. More competition, new players.
More competition, you have my attention.
Think about it. Right now, if a company wants to get noticed online, they have to shell out a ton of money on ads, especially on platforms like, you guessed it, Google. This ruling could really shake things up.
Okay, so cheaper ads, got it. But how does that translate into savings for me, the person who actually clicks add to cart?
Lower ad costs for businesses often means lower prices on products for you.
Now you're speaking my language. Lower prices are always a win, but there's got to be more to it than just that, right? What about this whole AI revolution everyone's buzzing about? How does that factor into online shopping?
Oh, this is where things get really, really interesting. Picture this. Instead of you having to hunt down the perfect product, the internet comes to you. We're talking AI assistants that know your style, your needs, even your budget better than you do.
Hold on, AI assistants that know me better than I know myself? Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It's the future of shopping. Imagine planning a trip, and instead of spending hours comparing flights and hotels, your AI assistant just presents you with the perfect itinerary, perfectly tailored to you.
Okay, that actually sounds kind of amazing. But let's back up for a sec. Right now, if I search for something online, half the time, I'm scrolling through pages of totally irrelevant stuff. Like, how would AI actually fix that?
Because right now, search engines are basically just matching keywords. But AI can actually understand what you're really looking for. It gets the intent behind your search.
So instead of showing me every single result that mentions, say, running shoes, it would understand that I'm looking for a specific brand, in my size, within a certain budget.
Exactly. It's about truly personalized shopping, zeroing in on what you actually want. And the best part is, it could unlock all these incredible products that are basically hidden right now.
Wait, hidden products? What are you talking?
Get this. Studies have shown that a whopping 80% of products online go totally unnoticed because current search engines just can't connect them with the right buyers. But AI could change everything.
80%. Seriously. So instead of just seeing the same old stuff everyone else is seeing, AI could help me unearth these hidden gems, things I would never found on my own.
Exactly. It's about opening up a whole world of possibilities for both shoppers and businesses. Imagine a world where you can finally find that one-of-a-kind vintage item you've been searching for, or discover a local artist who makes exactly the kind of stuff you love. That's the power of AI-powered shopping.
It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it, right? Just a few minutes ago, we were talking about scrolling through endless pages of search results, and now we're talking about AI assistants who can practically read our minds and create like the perfect shopping experience just for us.
Yeah, it really highlights just how quickly things are changing in the tech world, but imagine this.
Okay, I'm imagining.
You're getting dressed for a big event, could be anything, a wedding, a job interview, and instead of stressing over what to wear, your AI assistant pops up and says, hey, based on your upcoming event and your personal style, I've put together a few outfit options for you. Oh, and I even checked the weather forecast and made sure those shoes wouldn't clash with that presentation you have.
Okay, on the one hand, that's incredibly helpful. From the other hand, it's also a little bit creepy. Like, part of me loves the idea of having an AI stylist on call 24/7, but another part of me is wondering if I'm really ready to hand over that much control.
Totally. It makes sense to feel that way, right? What we're really talking about here is a fundamental shift in how we interact with technology and how we experience the world around us, and it's totally natural to have questions about it and even some hesitations.
Exactly. Like, as much as I love the convenience factor, I also really value my privacy, and I can't help but wonder about the potential downsides of giving so much data to these AI assistants.
You're hitting on a really crucial point, because as these technologies get more and more advanced, it's more important than ever to be talking about data privacy, algorithmic transparency, all of that. We need to make sure that as we're venturing into this new world of these super personalized experiences, we're doing it in a way that protects users and empowers consumers to make informed choices.
Couldn't agree more. It feels like we could do a whole other deep dive just on the ethics of AI. But for now, let's stick with how this is all going to impact online shopping. So we've talked about cheaper prices, more personalized recommendations. But could this shift also lead to more innovation in the market?
Oh, absolutely. Remember Jacques, the legal expert we mentioned earlier? Well, he's predicted that this shift could actually spark a wave of innovation as companies scramble to adapt and optimize for these new AI-powered platforms.
When you say optimize, what do you mean exactly?
So I'm talking about finding new creative ways to use AI to connect with customers and stand out in what's going to be an even more crowded market. For example, instead of having to type in search terms, what if you could just snap a picture of, say, a piece of furniture you love, and your AI assistant would instantly pull up similar items from different retailers?
Okay, now that's just cool. I can see how that would be a game changer for something like furniture shopping. But what about for those of us who aren't like constantly redecorating our homes? Give me another example.
Let's say you're a musician, right? And you're passionate about vintage guitars. Well, instead of wasting hours searching online forums and classified ads, your AI assistant could connect you with an online marketplace that specializes in rare instruments. It could even connect you with other musicians who share your passion and create a whole community around that specific interest.
I love that. It's like having a personal shopper, but instead of just clothes, they can help you find anything. Vintage guitars, first edition comic books, rare stamps, you name it. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
Exactly. And that's when you really start to see how AI could transform online shopping. It's not just about making it faster or cheaper, it's about making it more personal, more engaging, and ultimately a more human experience, even if it's driven by technology.
Okay, you've officially got me excited about this whole AI shopping revolution. Cheaper prices, personalized recommendations, access to this wider range of cool stuff. It almost sounds too good to be true.
Well, there might be a catch, and that catch is Google. Remember, they're not just going to sit back and watch their empire crumble. In fact, they've already said they're going to unveil the court's ruling, and they've got a long history of fighting tooth and nail to stay on top of the tech world.
So there's a chance this whole thing could get overturned, and we're back to square one. All this talk about AI shopping could just be a futuristic fantasy.
It's definitely a possibility. Court battles can drag on for years, especially when you're talking about tech giants and antitrust laws. And even if the ruling stands, Google is known for its ability to adapt and innovate. They might find ways to follow the new rules while still maintaining their massive presence in the market.
True, they're like the ultimate tech chameleon, always blending in and evolving as the landscape changes. So what you're saying is, even though this court case has the potential to shake things up, it's still too early to say for sure if it'll actually change the game.
Exactly. It's like we're at a crossroads right now. One path leads to a more open and competitive market, fueled by innovation and driven by what consumers like you actually want. The other path, well, it's less clear where that leads. Maybe more of the same, maybe something totally new and unexpected.
Okay, so a lot of uncertainty still up in the air, but even if we don't know exactly how it's all going to play out, one thing's for sure, this case has sparked a much bigger conversation than just Google.
Couldn't agree more, because we're not just talking about the future of online shopping here. We're talking about how we get information, how we connect with businesses, and ultimately how we navigate this crazy, complex digital world that we're living in.
It's crazy to think that just one court case could have such huge implications, you know? Like we're watching this whole drama about the internet unfold right in front of us.
And the plot keeps getting thicker with every new technology and every legal battle.
Speaking of complicated, I feel like we've covered a ton of ground today, from antitrust laws to the mind-blowing potential of AI. But for the average person listening, like, what's the takeaway here? What does it actually mean for their lives?
That is the million-dollar question. Practically speaking, this case could mean we see a much wider range of online stores, cheaper prices, better recommendations, and easier access to, well, more stuff. But it also makes us think about some really big picture questions about, like, technology's role in our lives.
Okay, I'm listening. Let's get philosophical for a minute.
Well, we have to ask ourselves, who should be in control of the information we see online? Should it be these giant corporations or something more democratic and decentralized?
That's a tough one. I don't think there's an easy answer, is there?
Not at all. It's a super complex issue. And then there's the whole AI thing. How comfortable are we letting algorithms make decisions for us, even if it's more convenient?
That's what keeps tripping me up. AI is exciting and all, but it's also a little unsettling to think about giving up that much control.
I get it.
Yeah.
And it's a valid concern. The more advanced AI gets, the more important it is for us as shoppers to stay informed and be part of the conversation about how it's developed and used.
So this isn't a situation where we just sit back and see what happens. we can actually shape this digital future.
100%. As consumers, we have a lot more power than we think. We can support businesses that align with our values, fight for more transparency with data, and just stay informed about these issues. That's how we steer this thing in the right direction for everyone.
I love that. Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with something to chew on. We've talked about cheaper prices, personalized experiences, a more democratic internet, all of that. But at the end of the day, the future of online shopping, heck, the future of the digital world in general, it's still up for grabs, and we all have a say in what it looks like.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens.
Interesting is an understatement. Well, that's it for this deep dive. We've gone deep on this court case, unpacked all the potential impacts on online shopping, and even pondered the future of the internet itself. What a ride.
There really has been.
Until next time, keep those shopping carts ready and stay curious.